Oh, the boss is gonna kill me. The boss is gonna kill me. I'm not gonna beat the boss. Yep, he's gonna kill me. I need to be stronger. Oh boy. Yep, I'm too weak. Too weak. Oh man. What's up guys? Ice Time here with another video. Today we are playing Dungeon RNG. So, if you've been on the platform recently, you know that there is definitely a uptick in the RNG genre. Normally, the RNG genre is a game where you sit here and you auto-roll and hope you get cool visual effects or something like that. So this game does that, but with swords. However, this game has more to it, right? So this game, you actually have a purpose. You want to sit here and you want to roll and get better swords, but the swords give you power, and the power is used to fight and try and beat all these different dungeons, right? There's currently 2 rows of dungeon, or 2 floors of dungeons. How many are there? There's 36 dungeons right now, and each dungeon you beat unlocks a new thing for you. Normally crafting recipes or unlocks different functions of the game. But yeah, so there's actually a purpose to this RNG. It's not just, oh cool, look at these cool visual effects I got, and now what? Nope, now you have a purpose and a reason to want to get stronger. So, let's talk about it. So, obviously the RNG games, you have a luck statistic. Currently mine is 19.75, and the higher your luck, the better stuff you roll, or the better chance of rolling good items. It's not guaranteed, obviously, because it's an RNG game. So this also has a roll speed, a shiny luck, and attack speed. We'll get more into those later, but obviously the higher your luck, the higher your roll speed, the better chance you have of rolling better swords. Speaking of the swords, there's currently 500 swords in the game, and they're adding more. The game has only been out about a month or so, but so far there's been 3 updates to it as well. And what we got going on here, you can see there's all kinds of different swords, and there's shiny swords, gold swords, shinies and rainbows, and then void swords. So each sword has different versions of itself, which you can see in the index here. So you have a normal, a shiny, a rainbow, and a void. This index shows you all of the swords, and it tells you their chances of getting them. This sword has a 1 in 75 billion chance of rolling it naturally. Wow, that's crazy. Currently my best sword, I just rolled today, is a 1 in 450 million, so I'm happy about that. And my second sword is a 1 in 333 million. So the strength of your swords determines your power right here under your health bar, and it also determines your total health. So you'll also see, obviously, on the different dungeons, they have different strength levels. So that's around the strength you have to beat that dungeon. You can be a little bit lower and still get away with it sometimes, especially if you have like relics or something that's increasing your attack speed. So besides the dungeons, there's also PvP in this game, and a PvP leaderboard with actual ELO rankings, so you go up and down depending on if you win or lose PvP battles, and if people are beating you while you're offline. You have rarest rolls leaderboard, most rolls leaderboard, top supporters. So the PvP works, it's very simple mechanic. You can see your strength under your health, so I have 313 million and change, and then you can see random opponents here. So right now, like Domino 2707, they have a strength of 183 mil. I'm gonna fight them because that is an easy dub. So hiya, I'm gonna chop you up, Domino. So this is how dungeons work too. When you're playing the regular dungeons, it's different monsters like goblins or zombies. But PvP, it shows that player's avatar, and you keep going in waves of more and more of that enemy, and then you get to a boss level at the end. So I have auto attack on right now, so I don't have to sit here and keep clicking. You can just stand here and fight them, Or you can run around if you want, but running around doesn't really help you. So I normally just stand there and let my guy chop them all up. So here's the boss version. He's oversized. We're going to chop him up real quick too, because this is an easy dub. Boom. Alright. So my elo just went from 1602 to 1627. So that's how PvP works. And like I said, the dungeons are the same way, but with different monsters as enemies. As you go up, you can also go to the blacksmith here. And with the blacksmith, you can craft different artifacts, they call them. I'm sorry, relics. They call them relics. And these relics, you unlock different ones as you move up through harder difficulty dungeons. And these relics will give you boosts that you can use. So like the very first one you get just gives you +1 to your luck stat. And you craft them by combining different swords that you've rolled. So again, another reason that you actually want to roll swords is because you need them as crafting recipes. Sorry, I just had to take a sip of my monster. It's getting a little dry in the mouth there. Alright, so as you beat more dungeons, you unlock more crafting recipes, so it's always worth looking through. So I do use this one still, the piercing light. I have this one crafted because it gives you plus 100% attack speed. So sometimes there's a PvP match that's just a little bit stronger than me, or a dungeon that's just a little bit too strong for me. So I'll equip this piercing light, and it increases my attack speed, and then I'm able to beat that dungeon or beat that PvP battle. Then afterwards, I go back and I re-equip my other item, which I just crafted this, the see-through. It gives me plus 15 luck and plus 100% roll speed. That's pretty good. There's other things you can go and do. I would love to craft this, the bold sacrifice, plus 300% attack speed, but I don't have the weapons I need yet. I have 6 out of 7 of these golden blades, and I don't have any of the nature blades. So I gotta wait still and hope I get lucky here. But as you can see, there is tons of different craftable items, and I believe they're still adding more. The other thing you can do at the blacksmith is fuse blades together. So you can, when you have enough, I think it's 100 of each blade, you can check it off here, and then you can fuse them into the next tier of that blade. So the regular blades get upgraded to shinies, and then when you have enough shinies of that sword, you can upgrade it to a rainbow, and then a rainbow can go to a void. So that's another way you might end up getting better swords, is just by having so many lower levels that you fuse them into stronger swords. Finally, the last thing that you can do here at the blacksmith is change the skin. You can actually change the skin of the sword you have equipped. So right now I actually have my good swords, but I have the skin of the very starting sword, the very lowest level sword on them. Normally I actually like to put on the skin from the Please Buy Me UGC sword. Where's that? Right there. And apply. Now you can see I have the sword skin for the Please Buy Me UGC swords, even though that's not what I have equipped. I have my strongest swords equipped. So that's cool too. If there's a particular sword that you like the look of it, but it's weaker than, you know, your best sword, you can still go and manually change its appearance. I thought that's a nice little feature they added. I guess a couple final things to note in summary here is they do have an AFK area, and when you go in it tells you there's little things you can do to get bonus to your luck. So if you have the Game Pass, obviously that will give you more, but if you just like the game and join the group, that gives you a 0.25 bonus to your luck when you're in the AFK area. If you follow Poinball on Roblox, you get 0.5 bonus. If you're a premium account, you get a bonus, and if you have 10 hours or more playtime, you get a bonus. So it all adds up. With that being said, obviously if you're on and you're not actively doing a dungeon, or you're not actively running around collecting little potions that you can use, which I'll talk about in a second, you want to come and just kind of chill out in the AFK area. So I'll do this a lot. I let the game run a lot. If I'm working in Roblox Studio or it's things like that, or just doing something different in general, I'll just have my guy chill out in the AFK area and get some extra rolls in and some boosted rolls in. I said we were going to mention those potions. You can see I have 9 here. There's potions you can find. There's also potions you can buy, or potions you get from entering redeemable codes. And they'll give you either more attack, or they'll give you temporary roll speed increases or luck increases. So that's another thing you can do. You can come in here and collect up some of these, and you can consume them. And you'll see at the bottom the timers are going down, +1 luck, +25% roll speed, and that'll build on top of my already boosted stats from being in the AFK area. So I'm really maximizing my chance to get better swords here. And the final thing, and something they just added recently now, is the ability to pull the king sword and become the temporary king. So the current king is Ellis, or L is Cool Dad. He's been the king for just over a minute, and that means that he gets +200% roll speed. So my current chance to pull the sword is only 4.2%, but it tells you how you can up that. But every 5 minutes you can walk up and try and pull the sword. Do I get it? Oh, nope. No luck this time. That's alright. I've pulled the sword like twice so far. The first time I was only the king for 8 seconds and somebody else got it. The second time though, I actually got like 2 minutes out of it, and I was able to roll a whole lot of swords in that 2 minutes because I had like over 400% roll speed. It was crazy. But yeah guys, this is Dungeons RNG. It's made by the Poinball, and he has been coming out with updates just about weekly so far, so I think this week we might see another one. Who knows? You can join their Discord to get further updates about it, or keep checking the game's page. And yeah, you should definitely give it a check out. They're taking the RNG franchise, or sorry, they're taking the RNG genre, and they're actually giving it more purpose and adding more gameplay features to it, so that makes it exciting. That makes it worthwhile to play, in my opinion. And also makes me excited to see what other developers will do with the RNG genre going forward, now that we're starting to kind of add more features and do more with it. Tell me what you think in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed the video here. As always, until next time, this is Ice Time, signing off.